back to Inglés Fácil, your learning program. Here is a new lesson, lesson 38. Lesson 38 in level 1 of Curso Debutante number 1. Lesson 38, and the title of the lesson is Going Places. Going Places. Going Places. In this lesson, you will get to know the names of some ways of transport and talk about where you can go, what places you can go to in or on each of those means of transportation. Let's go ahead. Primeramente quiero presentar dos conceptos que son fundamentales en el desarrollo de esta lección. Uno es ways of transport y el otro es places. Ways of transport y places. Muy probablemente estos conceptos no les son a usted muy familiares, pero sé que a lo largo de la lección usted los clarificará. También quiero decirles que en esta lección se hace mención a 8 diferentes ways of transport. Los voy a mencionar en el orden en que aparecen en la lección. A plane, a train, a boat, a car, a bus, a bike, a skateboard, and a horse. 8 different ways of transport. Well, this is the first way of transport in this lesson. It is a plane. A plane. You can go to many places on a plane. Many places. For example, you can go on a plane from Cali to Bogota, or from Bogota to Cali. You can go on a plane from Bogota to anywhere in the United States. You can go on a plane from Barranquilla to New York. From to. Let me write this. From to. Desde, hasta, or de a. Thus, you can go on a plane from Cali to Bogota. From Cali to Bogota. You can go on a plane from Cali to Bogota. You can go on a plane from Barranquilla to Cartagena. You can go on a plane from Cali to New York. You can go on a plane from Paris to London. You can go on a plane from Cuba to Dominican Republic. You can go on a plane to many places. Ese es el tipo de enunciado que vamos a estar empleando en esta lección. Then the second way of transport in the lesson is a train. Here is a train. This is a train. You can go on a train. You can go on a train. In Colombia, there are not many trains. It is not easy to go on a train to many places in Colombia, but you can go on a train from Bogota to Zipaquirá in La Sabana. You can go on a train from Bogota to Zipaquirá. Probably you can also go on a train from Cali to Palmira. I am not sure, but I think you can go there. Next page. Let's go on to the next page. Here is another way of transport. This is a boat. A boat. You can go on a boat. You can go on a boat. A boat. A boat goes on water, not in the air, not on the ground. So you can go on a boat from Cuba to Miami. In fact, many people, many Cubans have gone on a boat from Cuba to Miami. You can go on a boat from Cuba to Miami. And here is a car and a very happy family in a car. You can go in a car. You can go in a car. You can go in a car. Go in a car from probably Barranquilla to Cartagena. Beautiful cities in Colombia. You can go in a car from Barranquilla to Cartagena. Let's turn to the next page. A bus. Here is another way of transport. A bus. And this is a school bus. A school bus. You can go in a bus. You can go in a bus. You can go in a bus from home to school, especially in this case. This is a school bus. You can go in a bus from home to school. And here is a bike. A bike. A bike, which is the short form for bicycle. Bicycle or bike. You can go on a bike. You can go on a bike. You can go on a bike from home to the park. To the park. You can go on a bike from home to the park. You can go on a bike from home to the park. Do you ride a bike? Now let's turn the page. Here is another way of transport. This is the skateboard. A skateboard. You can go on a skateboard to many places. You can go on a skateboard. You can go on a skateboard. A skateboard. Skateboard. A skateboard. You can go on a skateboard. You can go on a skateboard from school to the park. You can go on a skateboard from school to the park. You can go on a skateboard from school to the park. And here is the last way of transport referred to in the lesson. This is a horse. Horse. A horse. You can go on a horse. You can go on a horse. You can go on a horse. On a horse from the farm to the city. You can go on a you can go on a horse from the farm to the city. And now I have some questions to ask you. Where can you go? Where can you go on a bus, a plane, a train, a car, a skateboard, and a bike? Where can you go? Where can you go on a bus, a plane, a train, a car, a skateboard, and a bike. And here is another question because I omitted one of the ways of transport in the lesson. Where can you go on a boat? Esta pregunta es para usted. Where can you go on a bus? Puede responderlas individualmente. Where can you go on a plane? Where can you go on a train? Where can you go in a car? Where can you go on a skateboard? Where can you go on a bike? Where can you go on a boat? Y para responderla, dirá, I can go on o in a, luego un espacio para way of transport, from un lugar to el otro lugar. This is the basic way to answer this question. I can go on a plane from New York to New Delhi, for example. And you can answer the other questions the same way. Now, let's move on to the activities. Espero que hayan respondido cada una de las preguntas que formulé previa a las actividades. Si no lo han hecho, por favor hagan una pausa y respóndanla y después de haberlas respondido procedan a hacer estas actividades. There are 4 activities in this lesson, and this is activity number 1. You see, there is a diagram, and in the diagram there are 9 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 circles. In the middle, there is the main idea, el tema de la lección, going places. And in the first circle, there is the word representing one of the ways of transport in the lesson, plane. Y los otros circles son para escribir los otros ways of transport referred to in the lesson. Hágalo usted, trate de escribirlos ya sea en una hoja de papel o en su computador, donde prefiera, ojalá sin ver la escritura. Yo voy a hacerlo para usted. Y compare mi escritura con la suya. Aquí están los 8 different ways of transport. Puede comparar la escritura con su escritura. Y vamos a decir los nombres: plane, train, boat, car, bus, bike, skateboard, and horse. This is the main idea, going places, which is the title of the lesson, going places. And as you know, we can go to many places on a plane, in a train, or on a train, on a boat, in a car, in a bus, on a bike, on a skateboard, or on a horse. Déjeme escribir algo parecido a esto. You can go to many places on a plane, on a train, on a boat, in a car, in a bus, on a bike, on a skateboard, and on a horse. You can go to many places on or in different ways of transport. Where can you go on a plane? Puede responder mi pregunta. Where can you go on a train? Usted ya lo hizo previamente, ahora solamente debe recordarlo. Where can you go on a boat? Where can you go in a car? Where can you go in a bus? Where can you go on a bike? Where can you go on a skateboard? Where can you go on a horse? Can you talk about this? Hable de esto con otra persona o consigo mismo. Let's turn to activity number 2. This is activity number 2. And you see there are some pictures, 12 pictures more exactly. And we are going to say the names of the objects in the pictures. And we're going to identify the names that begin in the letter B and the names that do not begin in B. Right? Let's do it. Primero, digamos sus nombres. Bell, cat, moon, bag, barn, boot, pan, hat, basket, cup, balloon, and bird. Probablemente usted pensó que esta era una house, pero este es una de las partes de un farm. Por eso se le llama barn. Digamos nuevamente los nombres. Bell, cat, moon, bag, barn, boot, pan, hat, basket, cup, balloon, and bird. Ahora voy a escribirlos. Hágalo usted también, antes que los haga yo, y luego comparará la escritura. Aquí están los nombres. Repasémoslos. Bell. This is a bell. Cat. This is a cat. Moon. This is the moon. Bag. This is a bag. Barn. This is a barn. Boot. This is a boot. Pan. This is a pan. Hat. This is a hat. Basket. This is a basket. Cup. This is a cup. Balloon. This is a balloon. Bird. This is a bird. Ahora voy a tratar de colorear esos cuyos nombres begin in letter B. I'm going to color the pictures whose names begin in B. Déjenme ver si puedo hacerlo. Here are the pictures. I have colored them. And then I'm going to write the sentences to say that these words begin in B and the others do not begin in B. I'm going to write the sentences about words that begin in B and words that do not begin in B. Pero usted lo va a hacer primeramente y luego comparará sus enunciados con los míos. Right? Here are my two sentences. Bell, bag, barn, boot, basket, balloon, and bird begin in B. Cat, moon, pan, hat, and cup do not begin in B. Okay? Now let's turn to the next activity. This is activity number 3. And you see some letters here on the left. UG, OX, ENCH, ED, OOK, US, L-E-T-T-E-R, letters. Pero delante de esas letters, there are some spaces or blanks or spaces. Sobre esos blanks or spaces vamos a poner the letter B, y vamos a formar algunas palabras. Esas palabras representan a esos objetos on the right. Después vamos a aparearlos. Yo lo haré trazando una línea. Usted lo hará señalándolo. ¿De acuerdo? Entonces, primeramente usted complete estas palabras agregando the letter B. Hágalo. Estas son las palabras que usted debió obtener. Ahora, señale el objeto para cada palabra. Y yo lo haré trazando una línea de la palabra hacia el objeto. Right? Antes de hacer el apareamiento, vamos a decir las palabras: bag, box, bench, bed, book, bus, bib. One more time. Bag, box, bench, bed, book, bus, bib. Ahora identifico los objetos por sus nombres. This is a bed. This is a book. This is a bus. This is a bib. This is a bag. This is a box. This is a bench. ¿Acertó usted? Ahora conectémoslos con líneas. Can you see it? This is a bed. This is a book. This is a bus. This is a bib. This is a bag. This is a box. And this is a bench. Okay? Now, let's go for activity number 4. Here is activity number 4. And in activity 4, we have 8 ways of transport. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ways of transport. A plane, a train, a boat, a car, a bus, a bike, a skateboard, and a horse. This is a sorting activity. We are going to classify these ways of transport. We're going to make groups. We're going to sort out these ways of transport into groups or categories. Okay, intente hacerlo usted. Luego lo haré yo y lo mostraré. Well, I have made 2 groups. Group number 1 and group number 2. And I have classified them according to the velocity of each way of transport. Velocity. Velocity, or I can also say speed. Speed or velocity. According to this, we can say that a plane, a bus, a train, and a car are fast. Fast, like a cheetah. A cheetah is fast. And we can also say that this boat, this bicycle, a skateboard, and sometimes a horse are slow. Slow, and here is representative of slowness. This is a turtle. A turtle is slow. Now let me write the 2 sentences about each group. a plane, a train, a bus, and a car are fast. This is the sentence for group number 1. And here is a sentence for group number 2. This boat, this bike, a skateboard, and a horse. I say it sometimes, algunas veces para a horse, are slow. See? Let's say the two sentences again. A plane, a train, a bus, and a car are fast. This boat, this bike, a skateboard, and sometimes a horse are slow. Okay, dear students, I hope you learned something new in this lesson, and I hope to talk to you again next time. Goodbye.